What's up everybody? This is Evan, the main motorcycle addict. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to start a new series of videos where I'm going to take this bike and pretty much strip it right down to the frame, go through everything, find out what's damaged, what's good, clean it all up, put it back together with a few new bits and pieces, and try to keep myself busy over the winter until I can go riding again. This bike is 10 years old now. It's 2012, so it's been around for a while. It was a year old when I bought it. I got it from a kid who was a pro racer, and this was his backup bike, his secondary bike. He said he put 10 hours on it. I don't even know if he put that much on it because there were no scuffs on the frame. The clutch cover was spotless, hadn't even been scratched yet. So he barely rode it. I basically got it new. And I've done everything as far as general, basic maintenance goes: oil changes, air filter, sprockets, chains, brakes, all that type of stuff. But I haven't had the chance to really take this thing apart. I haven't had a garage or any place to work on it since I've owned it. So I haven't been able to really go through it. I've never sent the suspension out to get any type of service done on that. I've replaced, I think, 2 sets of fork seals on the front forks. But other than that, nothing has been done to the suspension. It's all still OEM. I haven't ridden it a ton. There's been years where I've only been able to ride a couple times. So it's not as bad as it sounds, but it definitely needs some attention. It needs some love. I've got a small crack in the front rim that I need to get taken care of. So we're gonna dive into it today, and I'm gonna kind of show you all the way through the process and take you along for the ride. Today we're just gonna get started off with getting the plastics off the bike, and since I know that that rim needs to be replaced, I'm gonna get both the wheels off. The great folks at Dubya have decided to sponsor me and sponsor this channel, so I'm gonna get the wheels off the hubs and get all the spokes off of it, and just send the hubs out to them. I'm gonna have them put new bearings in it, and they're gonna lace a brand new set of rims onto my stock hubs. So I'm pretty excited about that, and that's my goal for today: plastics, wheels, and we'll see if we have time for anything else. We're back, guys. The time lapse there might have been a little bit funky. My battery died in the middle of it, and then a little bit after that I had to go inside and put my daughter down for a nap, so I had to stop and start a couple times. I also changed in the middle of it because once I got into the greasy part with the tires and the chain and everything like that, I didn't want to be in my nice Patriots hoodie that my wife got me for Christmas. So anyways, we got all the plastics off the bike, got the tires off the bike. Couple of things that you might have noticed while I was doing that. You might have seen this little container. I just use this to put all the screws from the bodywork in. If you're a do-it-yourselfer and you do a lot of little projects around the house, anytime you see a little container like this one happened to be from Rice. I save cottage cheese containers all the time. I've got this dish soap container over here that comes in handy if you're ever draining gas out of a carburetor or something like that, and you just need something to put it in. You can put it in that, and then get rid of it later. So keeping little containers like that from around the house is really handy. Definitely keep that in mind. So now we're going to move on to changing the tire. I'm going to get the camera moved around a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Alright, so I've been trying to get these spokes off, and the nipples are pretty seized up on the spokes, and I can't get them to budge, and I'm sick of it. So I'm getting new spokes with the new rim anyways, so I'm just going to cut these suckers off. And I'm gonna go finish doing this outside so I don't wake my daughter up in the middle of her nap. Be back in a minute. All right, there we have it. cut all my spokes. I got everything taken apart. You can see how bad that crack is. Looks like it got dented right there a little bit too. But yeah, I'm glad I noticed that. In case a big jump or something, have that thing start splitting all the way across there and then come apart on you in the middle of a ride. That could have been very dangerous. So we'll toss this old stock rim and get a little upgrade while we're at it. All right, I'm back in the garage. I got a few minutes while my daughter is asleep. Gotta keep my eye on the baby monitor, but got a few minutes to finish up with the first stage of tearing my bike down. So we're gonna go ahead and take the rear tire apart and get down to the hub like I did on the front tire. And my wife was was nice enough to order me some. My wife was nice enough to order some stuff from Sam's Club, so I got a nice little piece of cardboard to work on instead of having to steal our doormat from our front door. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this torn down, and then stage one will be complete. All finished. Got my hubs apart. So these are getting sent in to Dubya, and they're gonna string a new set of spokes and wheels onto them and send them back to me. This is the first time I've ever really messed with spokes. I'm assuming it probably would have been easier if I alternated sides or something. I don't know if there's an easier way to do it than what I did. This is the first time I've ever taken a set of wheels apart, so I just kind of guessed and wung it. And I thought I was going to have to cut the rear ones off too, but they actually came off pretty easy. So that's it for stage one of the winter rebuild. I got my bike torn apart, got all the plastics off, the wheels disassembled and everything. Step two is going to be getting the suspension off. I'm going to send the suspension into Race Tech, so that's going to be the next video. Keep an eye out for that. And thanks for watching. If you enjoy this type of content, if you enjoy how-to videos and seeing how to do some different things, then why don't you consider subscribing to the channel and give this video a like. And it looks like my daughter's waking up, so I gotta get going. Thanks.